I know, I am super late to this. I was waiting for Wake Up Dead Man to release, but let's rank all of the films that released in November. As in last place, it's Playdate. While this was kind of a dumb fun one, it was still pretty ridiculous and could have been better. At number 13 is a very Jonas Christmas movie. While it was cool to see the Jonas Brothers in a Disney project again, but with this, I thought it was very cliche. It did have some fun moments, but with just some plot points like Jonas being alone. Man, that's his own fault. He fumbled Sophie Turner. At number 12, it's Stone Cold Fox. And with this one, I thought it was an okay action thriller, but as it continued on, it kind of lost me. At number 11, it's Jingle Bell Heist, and this was a fine rom-com set during Christmas time. At number 10 is The Family Plan 2. Nothing too special, but just a fun film to watch. At number 9 is Wicked for Good. While the performances in this was great, I do think it could have done better with the music because the music in the first one was so much better than this one. And then there are some parts in this that felt like it was just trying to quickly wrap up. At number 8, it's Rain Dreams, and this was one that caught me by surprise at how emotional it can be. At number 7 is Now You See Me, Now You Don't, and this was just a fun third film in the Now You See Me franchise. A little bit long overdue. While it does have some plot holes within it, it was still pretty fun to watch. At number 6 is Jay Kelly, and really the best parts about this film is the performances from George Clooney and Adam Sandler. At number 5 is The Thing with Feathers, and Benedict Cumberbatch just gives a great performance in this, as it is a very interesting drama film, but yet at the same time it feels more like a psychological thriller. At number 4 is Zootopia 2, and this was a fun sequel to the first one that just expands from it, and it did pretty good with that. At number 3 is Predator Badlands, and this was such a fresh take for the Predator franchise as we see a focus on a Yautja instead of a human, and I did believe that it did brilliant with that. At number 2 is The Running Man, and I thought that this was such an awesome film. It does have a lot of cool moments in it. Glenn Powell, he is just the man. But at number 1, in my favorite film that got released for November 2025 is Wake Up Dead Man. As this got released in theaters in November, but yeah, it didn't get put onto Netflix about a month later. And I love this film. I love the Knives Out films. Just watching Daniel Craig as Detective Benoit Blanc, it's just super interesting, super fascinating. And just what Rian Johnson does with these films is brilliant. Overall, that is my ranking of all of the films I watched for November 2025. Like I said, I am late for this. I apologize. I was just waiting for Wake Up Dead Man to be on Netflix. But what films do you watch for November 2025? What will be your ranking? What is your favorite? What is your least favorite? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.